It's good to see you, everyone, to my returning parents and fresh new faces. My name is Mr. Russell Corpus. I'm the music director and, of course, the band director here at Hilltop High School. Today's meeting is going to be recorded, but right now it's just my face and any voices that could be heard, as well as these slides over here, and I will make them available to you. So that way, if you miss out on anything, you can read through it. If you would like to follow along these slides right now in real time, you can scan this code, and this will give you a Canva link, so you're able to just follow and have it on your phone. Again, I will send these PDFs out to you tomorrow when everything is, when I have the recordings all set, and then you guys can have this for your records. Thank you again for coming. I'm sorry if I'm in the way. Awesome. I hope you all know about the new phone policy in California schools. Yes. Okay. Phones put away, except for music class. We do need them to tune. So first 5 minutes, they will use their phone. After that, it goes away only for section leaders if they go into sectionals. Fantastic. Okay. Thank you for joining today's meeting. If you've been with me before or reading or have seen these videos before, this year is going to be just a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more precise. It's going to honor your time. And it is my attempt to be very clear and to introduce you to key parents and roles for the future. So if anything, please think of this kind of like a organizational meeting, or if we are trying to plan it for the future, a band booster parent organization meeting, because all of us here have one goal: to enhance your kids' experience in school, to be a part of it. And when it comes to band, each and every one of you parents can be a part of the music making. It may not be playing that instrument, but it's making sure you take care of that kid as they're marching down the street, giving them snacks when they're going down, or going down the road, making sure they're hydrated in uniform. And some of you are welders or builders and artists. We have a wonderful show I can't wait to announce to you guys. And we need color. We need beauty. And maybe you're an artist out there that can help. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This is the rundown of today's agenda. And to start off with introductions, my name is Mr. Russell Corpus. I'm the music teacher here. I have a bachelor's degree in music education at San Diego State University. My main instrument is saxophone, but of course, I play all those pesky instruments your kids play. I play all those instruments. I have taught in elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, and collegiate classes. And I am a product of this district. My alma mater is Eastlake High School, just far down the road. This is my first time being in a country where I got to experience one school setting. My background is that my father was military, and I have traveled around Japan, Singapore, and China, and 2 to 3 year stops. That's all I get. But when I finally moved here to the States to just stay here, I got my fun education in making friends, and of course, being in marching band through Eastlake High School. We have wonderful parents that I do want to shout out. You did meet one of them today, and then another one is here up in the crowd. I cannot do this alone, so we have a wonderful parent council. You just met Monica Hurd, our president. Round of applause. She's right over there. There is Ashley, the color guard parent, right over here. And joining us in spirit is Audrina, the treasurer, and Rosemary, the secretary. Round of applause right over there. Now, you're going to see these four a lot when it comes to all of our events and practices. You may be even contacted by one of them. So please be open to hearing them. And if you have any questions concerning the presidency or band, or what it means to be a parent in band or color guard, they have been through it for a full year. They can answer any questions when it comes to their perspective, as I am typically busy teaching the kids or worrying about registering them. So please talk with them. Now, to start off next, I do want to also be transparent when it comes to our group. As you noticed, we are a hardworking, competitive group. We go to competitions, we raise money, we spend money, and it's not like a business because I don't like to think of it that way, but we can learn from it in that the fact that we are an organization run for the past 60 years, providing excellence in music through our kids and for the kids to bring back to the community of Hilltop High School. So if you don't mind, I would like to add transparency in every moment as I can. Probably the biggest one is money things. I'm sorry if I cannot zoom in for you. Oh, maybe I can zoom in for you. Okay. This band raises money to, of course, spend to go to competitions. Currently, as we start this wonderful new year, we're not in the red. That's good. We have plenty of money to supply the kids' uniforms, and we were able to reduce a lot of things for them. So, with that being said, we enter new year with $7,674.89, and I'll show you what exactly we use that money for, so you understand that fundraising and your support is so needed. This is only a preliminary rundown of what's spent last year. Okay, so we do shows. Things like show drill is spent, which is like which is around $500. We actually got a discount for this year. Things like we were able to procure a generator for ourselves thanks to Chula Vista High School. So we'll be picking that up soon. From their band shoes to band shop, we spent thousands of dollars. From the band jackets and polos, right over here, that I'll discuss later, we spent around $2,000. And then we also go to marching competitions, which cost $700 each. We go to 3 of them. We also have money allotment to create the field show, which is $1,000. Because we have equipment to send, we have a U-Haul truck, which costs us $500 for 4 competitions. And percussion and color guard have their own costumes, which also costs money. So I just want to put it out there. Thank you to those who started buying chocolate chip cookies. Thank you so much. Oh, and if your child has not bring this to your attention, I'm not bringing it now. So yes, every moment that we fundraise contributes back to the kids to see if we can either reduce prices or go to competitions and such. This is just an idea so you get. We do have future dreams. We do want to one day buy ourselves a wonderful big 20-foot enclosed trailer. So instead of renting a U-Haul, we have something that's ours. We have something with our logo that says Hilltop High Emerald Effect. We one day want a golf cart so we can pull all that stuff so our poor percussionists don't have to climb uphill with all their equipment to the football field. Just some of the stuff. In addition, again, we have upcoming fundraisers. Your child can participate. Understand that what they fundraise is not for themselves. I'll repeat that again. The money they raise is not for themselves, but for the good of the entire band. That allows us to either lower cost or completely pay off what they need. So as we're doing right now, we have the cookie dough fundraiser. It is only just collecting orders, not money just yet. You sell, you take the orders. The order forms are due next Monday. So you have 1 weekend to just complete the orders. If everything gets turned in time, we should see the cookie dough come in mid-September, September 10th. So that is one fundraiser. We have other fundraising opportunities from Popology that we're thinking of looking. If you were with us last semester, we had something called the Hilltop Music and Arts Fair, which actually had a marketplace of local businesses. Thank you to one of our council members, Audrina. She was able to put up a lot she was able to collect and gather many local businesses. They were able to they were able to sell right here on campus, and they donated to us just a small contribution and pay through just being there. So I got to thank them so much. We also do another fundraiser called Snap Raise, which is kind of like a GoFundMe. All students are tasked to collect an email list, and through that email list, we send out a website code. And through that website code, people can donate for 1 month. It's an open campaign. A lot of stuff. and details will come out through it. But I think the biggest thing I hope you guys can see is that this band is in the green. This band has enough money to supply, but we still got to make sure it keeps going so it just never gets any lower. And so we make sure that no matter who takes the reign, me up here, that the band and the kids always have something for the future. That being said, this is the time where I like to give some direct reports. I think some of you want to know what's the state of the band, especially returning students, returning parents. Parents, we are actually still growing. We currently have 52 musicians, 33 winds, 8 percussionists, 10 color guard, and 1 drum major. We actually gained another wind player. The music program has also started receiving funds from something called Prop 28. So if you heard this about 2-3 years ago, something called Prop 28, thank you for that. The money has started becoming allotted to a lot of schools in this district, and we are starting seeing the fruits of this nature with percussion gaining more equipment. So thank you for that. And lastly, thank you to our strong leadership. And combined with successful practices, leadership met 1 week before school started. And last Saturday practice, we had over 90% in attendance. So this is we saw 90% attendance. So thank you for allowing your child to begin doing after-school rehearsals, especially to the newer parents who weren't aware of such a thing. But I want you to thank you so much. The kids have been absolutely working hard. In addition, you won't meet them today, but you might see them around. Our program also has coaches. I am the music director, but under me is 5 wonderful, amazing talents. One day you'll get to see Diego Garcia, our assistant director, Ulysses Ramirez, our color guard coach, Terry Norris, our percussion coach, Jason Munoz, woodwind and jazz coach, and Aiden Gover Sanchez, brass and marching tech. So we are absolutely a well-funded machine with wonderful staff here to help your kids learn. But I think after all that, I think I just need to do this. Seriously, welcome new parents and returning. You are now part of the Emerald Effect band and color guard. For over 60 years, with our oldest being 1957 trophy, we have given excellence throughout the city of San Diego. We have played in the Del Mar Fair. Hilltop High School, back in the 60s, was the first Chula Vista school to go to the Rose Bowl parade. We still compete. We play at festivals. We do local parades, not only Starlight Parade and Christmas Circle, but we also do Linda Vista. So another part of San Diego knows us. Your child is part of something amazing. We are a competitive marching band. We do parades, we do field shows, marching drills, and we sit down concerts as well. I think one of the things I've told the kids is a sports team. It's a lot of work, but also it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. These kids and you are all parents now part of a band family. You will interact with either me, other kids. You will also maybe interact in their learning and their competition. I do need parents to join me on the football field to help carry the stuff and of course to cheer them on when they perform. I need parents to watch over the kids so they don't faint in uniform while I'm busy registering, talking with the coaches, or thinking about the whole band. I need parents to just be loud when they say their name or when we were in first place, beating Sweetwater High School. I mean, sorry. Getting first place and just earning the points to beat Sweetwater. You guys are all now part of the Emerald Effect family. To that end, just some small business that you probably have seen already. Your child has no doubt notified you of after-school practices, which now have begun to be. Let me be clear about practices. While they are not mandatory for the safety of the child and everyone around, if too many practices are missed, especially on the football field, we cannot have them in the show. It's a safety thing. If they do not know their part or not physically fit to move around with thousands of dollars in their hand, they might run into someone and may be a danger for them. So understand that these practices are really important to create the show, but it is number one safety. They have to be conditioned. They have to be knowing where they are, knowing their music, and knowing their parts. This is why their practices after school is very important. Their section leaders are responsible for their attendance and they notify our student secretary. And then if things get too much for a student, I am open for discussion. If parent, you find that it is stressful for a student, we absolutely have ways to help the student out, whether it be doing homework during practices or homework during class time of band. We can make it work. In addition, I hope all of you are aware of our Hilltop High music practices and events calendar. We have a calendar specifically designated for all music-related practices and music-related events. You can scan the code right here if you have the app or if you want a web link. In addition, if you've been receiving my emails and Jupiter grades and my band app messages, the link is always there at the bottom of the message. So you guys can always stay up to date. And so you feel like you can always know exactly what your child is doing. If there's any changes, I absolutely make announcements to make sure everyone is made aware. And lastly, you were also coming in given a kind of price form of how much things are. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Everything's gotten expensive, just flat out. Lucky for us, we've maintained the price of the polos and the jackets. So we've saved enough money to make sure that it has not increased from last year. But unfortunately, the shoes have gotten much more expensive. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is needed. Like this equipment is needed. Now, if we also do have options to pay later, but most importantly, we need to have their sizes right away. So all of you should have received a little paper with a half sheet. With that half sheet, if your student has not filled it out yet, could you please make sure they fill it out and turn it to us ASAP? That way we have the measurements of their jacket and coat size, and we have their shoe size as well. And if you don't know what our coats look like, oh man. So when I first came here, the kids wanted Letterman jackets. I'm like, no, no, no. Letterman jackets can't keep you warm at night. They can't withstand the weather. And most importantly, they don't have 4 pockets. This is their band jacket, complete with the logo. And of course, their name and instrumentation is nice fuzzy on the inside. It is waterproof. 1 jacket, two pockets in here, up here, 2 pockets inside as well. I'm just saying it's more functional for the person. Just saying. Their polo is also needed. Polo is simply our green with the logo. We wear this in non-uniform events or after a performance. That way we stay Lancer green throughout the events. And to those who've never seen what our uniform looks like, this is our band uniform. And production and color guard uniforms are not ready to showcase just yet. Can't wait to purchase them and show off pictures because they look amazing. So please assist your child in this. They can simply, you can simply write a check out to Hilltop High Band. They can come in, or they come in cash. Both is acceptable. We'll immediately write your name on it. If you require a receipt, we can absolutely write a receipt for you. We just unfortunately cannot do card. We cannot do card or Venmo. As an organization, we cannot. As an organization, we cannot do digital stuff like that. Okay? So, okay. Thank you for letting me ramble, but I think one of the things I wanted to showcase to you guys is what your role as a band parent is. And before that, actually before I do this, I forgot to ask you guys, Monica, Ashley, would you like to share like maybe your experience? Is that okay? Experience as a band parent? Is it okay? Sorry to put you on the spot.
So I had no idea what being a band parent was. I kind of threw myself in last year during band camp. I had no idea what band camp was. I showed up 7:30 in the morning, the second week of fall break, and I didn't leave. It felt like I didn't leave. It was really fun watching the kids get to know each other, the ones that didn't know each other. It's really cool to see the older kids kind of mentor the younger kids, and no one, like, you can't tell who's a senior and who's a freshman because the seniors, the freshmen, the students, um, it's very cool. I was worried because I had freshmen and I just know how it was going to be. I thought, gosh, that's scary to send my kid off to high school and she can find a group, and the bathroom is just kind of a safe space for the kids. But it's really nice to know that this purpose is here for them whenever they need them. And all the other students, they're all have each other's backs. It's fun going to the football games. I had the privilege to set up their the area where they sit behind into
Box, yeah.
the box and give them water so that they don't hydrate while they're playing there. I've also been able to do bringing the equipment onto the field during their performances, and that is a lot of work. So any dads out there that want to come help us, it's a lot. What else? I found a great group of parents. Ashley, Audrina, and I have become friends through all of this. Ashley's our senior this year, and Audrina has a freshman and a sophomore, and I have a sophomore, and Rosemary has a sophomore, so we're looking for other parents to come and help so that Mr. Purpose never is by himself again. And you have support so that you can teach the students, take care of them while we take care of everything. It's a lot of work. I didn't realize band was straight. Oh, my kid's gonna be a big one. But it's really fun.
Ashley, would you like to share?
That's pretty much all of it. I agree. It's been really fun. I joined later in the year, really towards the end of last year. But it's been great with Monica and Rosemary and Audrina, getting to know them alone, and we would love to have more parents join us, especially kindergarten parents.
Maybe color guard parents. Yes.
We'll just come out, practices, performances. Mr. Purpose will go over it, but it has definitely been great. My son, he loves it.
Parents, picture this, okay? I don't think any other program actually really invites its parents to not just be a bystander in the stands. No, you have a chance to be in it, to be on that field, to create something on that field, to take care of them in the parking lot. I don't know any other sport that asks its parents to collaborate, to be together. So, and in the parades, you get to follow us in the parades. So let me even clarify even more. Music education is super vital, and it's not just for the kids. Well, it definitely is. For example, middle school band and choir students have higher cognitive function achievements in mathematics. That's just the tip of the iceberg. It is still, even to this day, since 2003 study, music kids have a better chance of getting a higher score on the SAT than students not in music. The also ability to discern pitch and rhythm is a language on its own. Yes, Flags program is absolutely amazing. We collaborate them many times, but may I say that here in Hilltop High School, there's more than just French, Spanish, German, Italian. There is the language of music and there's the language of dance. All of that is part of your child's vital education. They don't just become musicians. They become leaders. They become team players. They become managers. They become managers. They become organized individuals. They become public speakers. After performing for hundreds, what's just a small classroom group? they get so much more. And I hope you parents also see and know these benefits. Music shows discipline, integrity. It builds the student to more than just a musical person. My hope is that every student that exits my program doesn't become the next music major, doesn't become the next Mariah Carey or whatever. I don't teach that way. What I teach is for kids to be wonderful human beings that enjoy life. And my medium to do so is just through music. So, parents, I am only one person and I really need your help. Parents, here's just a couple of things, just specific things that just happen on a daily basis. Transportation of you and others. There are going to be events where unfortunately we can't get a bus, either due to pricing, through issues with the district or whatever. There's some places where I'll need a carpool. It won't be too far. Farthest right now is East Lake High School. That's it. Okay. We need the help in creation of props. What are props? Things that we place on the football field. I can't wait to show our show because I know a lot of you even have stuff saved from the back. I need you to be there for the health and well-being of the children. My mind is thinking about the show and everything, and I might miss a child. And I don't mean to do so. But parents, with you there, can ensure that their safety is still number one. And lastly, these kids' talents will not just stay in this classroom. Your kids' talents is to the world and to the community. And they will do that many times over. We need you, parents, whether to fill in these roles. This is just a few of them. If any of you have skills in any of this, I would love to speak to you and talk to you because every parent that joins in provides a greater degree of music experience for them. Because of this, we are asking for maybe specific roles that might help you kind of picture what you can do. Sorry if it's still a little bit small, zoom in the best I can. We need support groups. If you're a parent that loves to talk and communicate with other parents, or likes to involve parents outside of the school, other parent organizations like PTSO. If you are part of PTSO, we could use your voice to help the band or tell us things, how we can help PTSO. Let's say you don't have a specific thing, but you have the time to be there at their events. You want to be with them on the field. Well, you are a band parent, band dad, band mom, and we'll need you, and specific roles will happen during those events. I would love for you to join. If anyone is good in the legal practices, we currently hold our money through the school ASB. It's common, it's a thing, but long ago, not too long, 2014. 2014, this band used to have a booster program. It used to have its own 501c3, it used to have its own bank account. Unfortunately, through a director's intervention, it got shut down. The money, unknown where it went. I can only assume the money went straight to ASB. However, I do need your help. If you are legal wise, we could use you in one day creating back our booster program. Health and safety. So your kids may get hurt. It's going to happen, but we do our best to monitor. We always have a full med kit supplied for both band and color guard. We make sure to notify and check anyone's health, specific things that are labeled Infinite Campus. But parents, we still need you. If anyone there is in the medical field or has experience in first aid, CPR, we definitely could use you not only in events, but our Saturday practices. Because we have had an individual that took a knee during practice. Concessions. If you are a person, If you are a person with food experience, food handler's permit, know people that do food. We need help in concessions for our concerts. We try to sell food for our feeding our kids during band camp. Could use you if you were willing to cook for a large amount, or know a business that's willing to donate or for a discounted fee, help us buy some stuff. If you are in the food industry, we could help you, or we could use your help. Publicity. Maybe you're better at me when it comes to Instagram because I'm not that good. Maybe you are best at Facebook and you're great at posts. Okay. Join us if you are able to take lots of pictures. If you have maybe a professional camera or recording device, we could use you and use your help in recording the kids in either practices or the actual day of events. And lastly, we need any creative people. And it's incomplete, but I do have a creative design I want to show you. I hope parents this kind of gives you an idea of what we need. And I can give you more time. Give your time if you can. Come during the practices, Tuesdays or Thursdays, Wednesdays or Saturdays. Come sit down, watch them, cheer them on silently, because having someone there just shows that you really support what they're doing. Money is definitely another thing. Through another app that will show you and how we communicate. Monica will say that, hey, can you guys Venmo me for this? Because we're about to buy this. Like, we need something right away. Can you help? And so when you guys sign up, you can see that. And of course, your donation of water or snacks, always, always welcomed. Always welcomed. We'll store it, and definitely the kids will devour it. They will absolutely devour it. And just to close it off, parents, we also want to make it worth your time, not just for the kids. We started something towards the end of last semester, Wine Wednesdays. So if you parents want a nice social event to just communicate with each other and just talk, we would like you to join. We, of course, have these monthly meetings. So I thank you for coming to our first live one. Past this, we'll both be online again. But I thank you for joining live for this one. And lastly, again, just watching their practices, just seeing their growth from now. So they take their final performance in November 20th in this Southwestern College football field is so worth it. Are there any questions? Oh, I speak with perfectly good English and I'm very clear. If you have any questions, I'll show you my email and ways to contact me. Okay, so we're about towards the end. So thank you for we're about towards the end. So new business, I already told. Cookie dough fundraiser, just some certain dates for you guys to know. It's all the way to the 11th. Collect orders, no money. The 15th, orders are sent to the company. So within 11th to 15th, if there are any stragglers, we can still pick it up. But by the 15th, I must ship out all the orders. Approximately on September 10th, the orders will arrive. The student then has 1 week from September 10th to 17th to collect the money. We only get 40%. So even though the cookies are worth $25, we only get $10 back. Okay, so it's very important that you understand that we're only getting a cut of it. But I also want to say these cookies are darn good. I still save a box and I still send it to my family's. I cook it for my family's winter, get together Christmas party, and I still say I made it by scratch. It's the strawberry shortcake. Very good. Fantastic. Another new business, which I will get after we have an announcement from our guest, and that is our props. So our show this year is titled Dia de los Muertos. We are celebrating a wonderful festival time. The goal is to invite the audience to the festival, to showcase what it means to walk into a city streets, celebrating with dance, sound, altars, ofrendas, and of course, a nice good night through it all. So if any of you are savvy and props, we will have another meeting on the 12th. So this is next Tuesday. If any of you are a creative designer or good with woodworking or or businesses that know that maybe can donate supplies, material from wood to PVC pipe to anything like that, please join us on August 12th, next Tuesday. To that, I'd like to actually bring it to another person. Please come forward. Here at Hilltop High School, we are partnered with Music and Arts, a wonderful company that not only sells music, accessories, and supplies, but they are a really good source for renting to own a musical instrument. Please a round of applause to Edward Lucas. Please go ahead.
Hey guys, before I get started, just want to piggyback on becoming a band parent. If you're on the fence, I taught middle school and high school band in North Carolina for 5 years, and the parents bring it together. All the stuff behind the scenes, that way we can get out on the field, we can wave the stick, conduct the kids, and they do their thing. If you're on the fence, get involved. It's not just a commitment, but it's a lifelong friendship. I still have parents that I had for their student. I taught their student in 2003, and a memory pop up on Facebook, and they reach out to me and, hey, how you doing? You know, what's happening? It's a lifelong, memory, friendship, and everything like that. Like I said, my name's Eddie Lucas. I'm a school services representative for Music and Arts. I service San Diego County and Imperial County. If you're not familiar with Music and Arts, it's a division of Guitar Center, and we're pretty much kind of like the band and orchestra side of the business. So I travel around, I work with directors, and I pretty much kind of provide things that they need for their program. We give them great deals on equipment and things like that. So mainly what I'm here tonight to talk about is our rental program. We've got a great rental program that we can offer, reputable brands for quality instruments to get your kids renting. I know if you've been playing through middle school, you probably maybe use a school-owned instrument or something like that. Here in high school, and if you want your own instrument, it's a great program that can get you into that instrument. It's strictly month to month, so you're not locked to anything. We do offer maintenance plans on them, so if any types of repairs that you need, we cover it for repairs. I'm usually by to see Russell on Thursday morning, so he knows I'm coming. Hey, I got this flute that's yours that needs to go out. If I know in advance, I can get a loaner here to the school, so they've got something to play while it's gone. I'll pick it up from the school, get it over to the shop, get it repaired, get it back to the school. Mainly, we rent all the instruments pretty much, except, string bass and tuba, contrabass, things like that. They're just like, their rent will be extremely high on those. But for flute, clarinets, trumpets, trombones, percussion kits, they all rent for the same rate. It's $5 for the first 2 months of rental, and then it's $23 each month after that. So every $5 goes right in towards your rental credit. Every $23 goes right in towards your rental credit. So you accrue rental credit on an instrument. So if you choose to purchase that instrument, whether it be at the end of the school year, 2 years, or wherever you decide you want to buy it, you can use that rental credit and purchase an instrument. Saxophones are $10 for the first 2 months, and then $42 each month after that. Like I said, it's strictly month to month. Some people rent for the school year and they return it. They rent for 6 months, 3 months, whatever. You can return it any time. You can do a rental exchange at any time. So if you start off on alto sax, and he may want to move you to tenor sax, we can do that for you. Just do a rental exchange. Whatever you paid on that alto, we tie right over to the tenor sax, and you continue renting. But that's pretty much the agreement. Like I said, I'm in the area seeing schools down in Sweetwater every Thursday. So I'm kind of floating around, trying to hit, probably eight schools on Thursdays. But I usually stop by and see him in the mornings. We talk our business, catch up. If there's anything I need to take care of, we'll take care of that for you. We can return the instruments at any time, do a rental exchange at any time on that. So if there's any questions or anything about the rental program, I've got some instruments here tonight. If you'd like to rent an instrument tonight, I've got a few over there. You're strictly right on your phone, scan the QR code, rent that instrument. Once you do all the information on there, you'll get an order number. Once I've got that order number and I'll get your phone number, and I can issue an instrument. You can take it out tonight.
Thank you, Eddie.
Any questions or anything? Or
Thank you, round of applause for Eddie. Owning an instrument, especially for a child, means that they have commitment now and ownership. And that means you get to waggle your finger and say, why are you not practicing? I'm spending money on this. So definitely a worthwhile investment. Okay. Thank you guys. We're on to just the last portions of this. One of the things I do like to showcase in our first band parent meeting is again our show titled Dia de los Muertos. The whole idea of it is to go back, is to welcome someone into the festival. We want to transport the audience member in a town celebrating not sadness because someone has died, but life and happiness, while at the same time, somber moments. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do all the music, but I think what I do want to tell you is why this particular one, which was still chosen by the kids actually chose this one, but in particular, I actually stumbled upon the celebration. I was literally going to downtown, uh, Third Avenue, and I was just gonna go to Balboa and get a burger. Lo and behold, it was Dia de los Muertos. I wasn't thinking about it, didn't know about it, and my goodness, did I see a town so happy, but also so sombering for a moment too, as so many families did have their altars up. And I just took my time to see each and every one of them. So there are sensitive moments to this music. Okay. Man, I've run out of time, but I promise I will send in a complete audio file to all of you so you just get a small little hint. But it seriously welcomes a family to the festival. It does go to a ballad of giving an ofrenda to an altar, and it does say goodbye with a very iconic piece, La Llorona. So you can't end it without that. So if there are any creative people out there, there are three things we need to create. That is the flags, the altar, and a stage. Because this year, we're having special guest Ballet Folklorico join us on the football field. And we need to create a sturdy stage for them so they are safe. First off is the flags. We have a grand idea of putting up 10 by 12 feet colored designs, somewhere like this on a football field. Okay, they are to be big so it can be seen from 50 feet away. So right away, it almost looks like the flags up onto the streets, lined on the lampposts, those wonderful colored flags. We need your help in creating the frame that holds them. We also need your help creating the altar. We plan on making a staircase step altar. Nothing too fancy, but definitely nothing too heavy, as it should be carryable for any members. But it needs to be wide enough because we want to show the audience that this is a time of giving. So we need your help creating a 6-foot, 3-tiered altar. Lastly, it is a stage. It is a stage approximately 5, 10, 12, 12, or sorry, 8 yards. 5, 8, yes. 8 to 10 yards in width, 5 to 8 yards away with ramps. So anyone doesn't have to go on steps, that the beautiful Baguette Folklorico in their dresses can simply just step on the ramp. We have wood platforms, but we have an idea on how to make them sturdy. We're not entirely sure. So if any of you have an expertise in building in any form of capacity, we could use your help. We can use your brainstorm idea. And again, if you have right now in your mind an idea to contribute to any of these three, join us next Tuesday for a prop meeting so we can get together and create these. We also need other small props, skulls, if anyone has styrofoam designs. If anyone has any of those large puppets I've seen before, really tall, or lifelike statues, we could use that as well. That is our show, Dia de los Muertos. and I hope you can join us. So to close off, we're closing at the end, and that is the events. There's a lot. I'm sorry if I ran out of scheduled events, but what you see in front of you, that's our marching season. All dates in. If I did miss one, I will immediately send a message, but it definitely is everything we're doing. Of course, I hope you had a chance. Please scan. It's Google Meet. If not, that's totally fine. But just a rundown to each month. In August, we have 4 events. Of course, you're here in the live. This Friday, we have something amazing and cool. And parents, you are welcomed in it as well, since it's after school. And that is the DCI Showcase. If you ever wondered what is the highest level, the professional level of drum corps, of what we do, come and join us. It's a live stream from 3 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Next week is, of course, open house. This is our first event. This event will be a combined Lancer Green and uniform event. So if you are a returning student, get ready for uniform. If you are a new student, don't worry. Wear anything that's Lancer Green or gray, and you're perfectly fine. Okay? And of course, August 22nd, 2 Fridays from now, is our first football game. And I hope you guys can join us on that one. Other events, there's a lot. There's September, football games, band parent meetings. But I think this is the biggest one I must announce before we close, and that is band camp. To those who do not know what band camp is, it is a week-long, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. events where we have the kids practice their show. This is where they finalize the movements that they're going to do. There, of course, will be breaks in between for lunch and afternoon, so they might either go home or stay. But we also require to see if we can feed them. So parents, this is where if anyone loves to cook for the kids, we'll have a sign-up sheet of band camp specifically on which day you're available between September 29th and October 3rd, Monday through Friday, or if you're available either in the morning for breakfast, noon for lunch, or afternoon, the dinner time. There, of course, is October, where we have homecoming and our first tournament. Our first tournament being Mount Carmel Field Tournament. That will be a bus. November, I'm happy to announce this publicly. Hilltop High School will be the opening number at the memorial stage for the November 1st Dia de los Muertos festivities. We'll be taking the memorial stage. So there's a propped up stage that's going to happen near the taco place, Talaveras. There's a propped up stage, but Hilltop High, this band will be the opening number on the memorial stage. So this is a big honor for us to be playing for a city event. In addition, there's also 2 other tournaments, the East Lake Field Tournament and Band Pageant. December, when we're all done, we still will have band parent meetings to prepare for Starlight Parade, a winter concert, and our wonderful Christmas Circle performance. Parents, I seriously cannot thank you enough for coming. And if you want to really stay in touch with everything, please sign up on our band app. I will send an invite link to this, the QR code. But parents, if text message and emails is not enough, band app is the best. Not only can you communicate with me, you'll be able to communicate with any parent without sharing your phone number. In addition, if you take any photos, you can send it to the album of band app and it can be saved. So please create this band app, join in, and you will be able to get up-to-date information right away. And Monica will be able to communicate on any immediate needs that we need so you can stay up to date. I'll put this up later because I know I'm running out of time. If you ever, please support us on our Facebook. We do have an Instagram, HTH_Emerald Effect, and we do have a Facebook page, Hilltop High Music. Please like, subscribe to us to help us out. Lastly, here's also the Hilltop High Guard and the percussion. So parents, if you are a color guard parent, I have their Instagram right here. And if you're a percussion parent like drums, I have the percussion loop right here for you if you'd like. And lastly, I can't thank you enough, parents. If you ever need to contact me, either through Band App or Jupiter, My email is russell.corpus@sweetwaterschools.org. I hope to answer any of your questions right away, but I can't thank you enough. Our next meeting will be September 2nd. It will be both live and online. If you're able to come in live, I welcome you. If not, it will be online through a Google Meet, so you can stay tuned there as well. If there are no questions, I seriously want to thank all of you and anyone watching this video. I hope to see you all in our upcoming competitions. And I again welcome all of you. Welcome you all to the Hilltop High Emerald Effect family. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.